I want to introduce you to Mike Janssen, who's going to share yet another great story of how Ravago successfully implemented Ultimo. Give him a big hand.
Thank you all. Thank you for getting the floor here. And I'm already a fan of Vesta. I think they do a really good job. So congratulations for that. So I want to skip my slide. My name is Mike Janssen. I'm a chemical engineer by education. I'm living in Arnhem in Belgium, between Antwerp and Eindhoven. And working already 24 years for Ravago. I first will give you a short introduction about the company, who is Ravago, and then we'll go deeper into our collaboration with and our roadmap that we had together with Ultimo. So within Ravago, we serve a few markets. Let me see if this is working well. Yeah, we do have actually 3 big markets that we serve. It is the market of the polymers, so plastics and elastomers, the market of chemicals, where we do a lot of distribution in chemicals, liquids and solids, and where we have building materials. So at Ravago, we have 8,000 employees worldwide, and we do have about a turnover around 13 billion euro. So we are a worldwide company, multinational company, with it's still a family-owned business. So next to the 3 markets, we do serve as well, we do have, 3 activities. So it's the activity of the distribution, which is rather big, where we are a distributor of a lot of main petrochemical companies. Next to that, we do have a lot of operations or manufacturing sites, globally spread, and as well resale or trading activities that where we serve various markets in various regions of the world. So this is giving you a roadmap or evolution of our business within Ravago. So it was founded by Mr. Raf van Gorp in 1961 as a recycling company in Arnhem in Belgium. And over the years, we had a very nice growth path where we introduced the distribution via Resinex in 1988. I think that's a nice date. We had already that discussion today. And in later on, in early 2000, we started Ultrapolymers. Actually, the same setup in distribution, which is still today one of the main activities of Ravago. So over the years, we had a very nice spread, let's say, over the regions, but as well the different activities. And we see the latest years more and more interest in recycling activities, not only for plastics, but for rubbers and for other products, where we're now setting up a new plant in Vlissingen for chemical recycling, where we go from plastic waste to oil, and this oil will be utilized again to make plastics out of it. So that's really the circular economy, and that's the idea and the interest for Ravago to really future growth, have growth in that market. So there were a lot of acquisitions that we have worldwide, and next to that, a lot of natural growth as well. So it's very nice to be part of this growing family and really working on a new sustainable world. We need help for all of that, so that's why we reached out to a lot of external partners as well to further support us to make this happen and to make sure we can really further materialize our growth. As I already indicated, it's a multinational company. We do about 7 million ton per year of sales with more than 8,000 employees worldwide, and a lot of them are really dedicated to sales. So we do have a lot of offices, we do have a lot of warehouses, so operations ongoing even over there. So various locations that we have spread over 65 plus countries, which is really exciting. We don't work with expats. We always go for local people because they know the culture, they speak the language, and that's very important for us to really support that. So we do have a lot of customers worldwide. That's very important to have our people close to those customers to really get the understanding, get the interest, and together work with them on their growth as well. So various suppliers. It's a traditional business in polymers and chemicals, and a lot of product references that we supply. Now, the collaboration with Ultimo, and happy to be here because it's already our partner since 2013, where we decided to implement Ultimo in our company in Arenong, in our recycling factory. So we started slowly, I would say, to really implement first the technical purchases module to look what is possible there. So it was with ups and downs that we really had to introduce that. A lot of sessions we had to do to bring the people really up to speed. And then we kept working with it, but we had to change teams. We had to change even, let's say, some of our activities, some of our processes, and it was a bit of struggle. But then we had some other people brought in the teams, different management positions, and we decided in 2018, where I came there in the loop as well as a project manager, to really take part of that team and to make sure I can coordinate the global rollout of Ultimo worldwide. So we then decided to utilize a lot more tools and modules in Arenong, thanks to a really good maintenance team and a very, let's say, important position of our maintenance manager, who was really supporting this system. So this was decided, let's go for this rollout and let's go for some more interfaces later on. Then, thanks to the help of Ultimo and their sales manager, we decided as well to go for the cloud setup. So it was actually quite decided quickly to completely move and to make sure that all the new implementations will come on board immediately on the cloud. So we had a little bit of struggle to go in the beginning from the on-premise setup to the cloud, but at the end it all worked well, and we are very happy about that decision. So the decision was taken. We have a lot of, let's say, sites globally, but as well the sites with different languages, with different currencies, which was not always simple for us. So you have as well different time zones. So there are a lot of variable parameters that we have to take into consideration. So we were able to now run Ultimo in various sites where we do have actually there all the interest in different models, because we work in the chemical business, where we work with liquids, with different assets than we have in recycling, or we have in just warehouses. So we need to make sure it all works and it all that we, let's say, have lessons learned and that we show the best practices to each other. But till now, everything is under control, and we have a really nice roadmap where you can see we go from all the regions into different activities, where we have from 2020 on, we will go further and even beyond Europe, where we have even Singapore, Saudi Arabia, that we will bring into the map there. And now lately, even new investments. So all the new projects, we have this actually greenfield projects, where we then, if we set up a new plant, we immediately start with Ultimo to follow up the project. So all the cost control is done via Ultimo. So we build up our assets, we build up our asset tree, and that's all done through Ultimo, so that if we start operations, that we have immediately all the, not only the project, the costs, but all the orders, all the document flow, it's then working through Ultimo. So this making it very interesting as well for the operations manager in a new plant, that we can utilize all that info and that we don't have to start there, set it up completely as from zero. So it's the whole traject, the whole project that we are running through Ultimo. So the sites, a very nice spread that we have here, and I think in North America, just one till now. It's a new factory that we have there, a new recycling factory that we are building up, and there are a lot more to come. in North America as well, because we are there growing the business. It's important to have even mechanical recycling for plastics, that we have a big footprint over there. Europe, okay, that's mainly important for us, and it's easier there to travel and make sure that all those companies, all those factories, that they are aligned. So we make sure that we follow up properly, that all the next steps, that we can control it, and that it's all secured. So,
Take a look at the clock, please.
okay, I will do. So why we have chosen for Ultimo? Because Ultimo, it's a very user-friendly system. It's a simple interface. It's easy to learn, and you can see all the people, they are very happy to utilize it. So we had to work hard in order to make it really a kind of mobile setup. So it's important for us to make sure that we have all the people on board, that we can go to all the next steps. So we had to adapt a lot, and we have seen that Ultimo is capable of doing that. So we got good support from all the consultants in really achieving what we needed to have. It's for us as well out-of-the-box tool, so that we can still discuss a lot about modifications to be made. So there are a lot of needs, but we prefer not to customize too much, because otherwise later on we might have some issues. I see people already nodding here, so it's apparently known. So it's quite flexible indeed, because with even, let's say, new releases, it might be that even the standard system can be modified, and it's working well. So for us, a lot of advantages came out of that, and it brought us some very good results. And I like to hear here as well about operational excellence, because these are important steps for us to take, not only for the new project, but as well ongoing operations, that we can take the maximum out of it, maximum in uptime, and as well to have cost control. So that's why this inventory management, it's key. And that we have as well cross-references over all our factories, that if we work with a supplier, if we have machines, let's say similar machines, that we know what they are buying, we know what the problems are, and that we can really compare what they are doing when they had a certain breakdown or failure. So this is very important for us, to share all those lessons learned, to share the best practices, and to make sure we work in the similar way. So it gives us a lot of control. It gives us really a management tool. And as said, this CapEx project, as from the beginning, we follow up. And now more and more we are involving and incorporating as well the HSE module, so which is making it a success for us. And then last but not least, to make sure as Ravago we can there support our growing tree. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Before you leave the stage, we have time for one question. A very good presentation, a very impressive results. Berend, the questions are coming in.
Yes, great questions coming in. One question, you seem to be early adopters of the cloud. Can you speak a little bit about why you think cloud is so important?
Because a lot more opportunities, I think, and the data storage we have there. So the beginning, we had a little bit of doubt there, because we have existing service with some extra capacity and so on. So we were not sure about the good results. But now, let's say, after working several years with the cloud setup, we see that it's very fast, that the adaptations can be made quickly, and as well that the capabilities are there. So we were a bit hesitant in the beginning, but now we are a fan.
Glad you made the move. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And Ravago is also a really appreciated member of some customer panels, and sometimes they have some influence on new developments like the job scheduler. And within a week, pop-up in the cloud environment, it pops up. So it's also a great advantage, I think.